Okay, third time's the charm. Hi everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And today is SACs Saturday, and it's also a show and tell Saturday. Because what I'm going to be sharing with you today are the makes that I did for the different challenges in the Spectrum Art Creations and Friends Facebook group. Now we have to use a minimum of 2 to 3 items that we purchased through Spectrum Art Creations, depending on the details of each challenge. And there were multiple. Now there was one I wanted to play in and I didn't realize I was missing an element, but Maddie's going to revamp that one and bring it around so I can still play in the Asuka challenge. But the last one I did today, it's the big one I've got on my desk. This was a teal challenge, and I decided to try a mixed media page. Collage page, whatever. I've got a little bit of everything on here. Everything on here is 49 and Market products. It's from their Sherbet line. Beautiful collection of papers and rub-ons and laser cuts, washi tapes. And I also used Lindy's Magicals, the I just lost it. Industrial chic, that's the one I used. So, this butterfly and this butterfly were part of, let me move this up a little bit, were part of the paper pack, and I cut them out and just glued them in the center so they have some dimension on both of these, and I layered this one with that one. I did a little bit of stenciling with a Spectrum Art Creations stencil, the rub-ons, and the rest of it was the papers. And the only other thing I used that was not part of the Spectrum Art Creations items was I used the Taken with Teal ink to distress my edges. So this was this one, and it's really big. Let me turn it this way. There you go. So I've got Happy Little Moments. This was from the laser cuts. This was part of the background. Now this page here is the back of this. And then I added the rub-ons here, that rub-on, and this rub-on here. So that was for the teal challenge. And I'm going to leave that open for a couple of days and give it a chance to dry good. Now this one you saw earlier, this was for the pet challenge, and I did a page representing Tabby, and this was when she first showed up at our house on August 1st, 2017. Hard to believe. It's been almost 7 years since that little turkey showed up. Then we had our Freedom Challenge. For Memorial Day, she did a short date challenge for us to do something honoring our veterans and remembering that freedom is not free. And so this one I used from this was from a military from K & Company. This was a Dollar Tree stencil or rub-on, and I got to tell you, I was not real happy with this because it was sticky on the back, and it shouldn't have been that sticky. And when I laid it down and realized it was not in the right position, I tried to pull it back up, and I just had a piece of it down and realized I didn't have it where I wanted it. Tried to bring it back up, and it was already stuck to the background before I even started doing any embossing with it. This I did from a cutout of a paper pack that I got from Spectrum, and these were from Simple Stories Vintage. I know what it is. I'm looking. Vintage C's. Simple Stories Vintage C's, and what these embellishments are from. So that was my entry for the Freedom Challenge. And then I have several from the Strawberry Challenge. So I have this, and what I'm doing is I'm putting all these strawberry ones together, and I will use them in a summer or strawberry themed book. So I used the paper dolls. They're called Vintage Fashions. The back of this is from a receipt book, and then this was a cut apart from Simple Stories Berry, can't remember what it was now, Berry something. Berry Bliss maybe, and this was one of the cut-aparts. And then they also had a sheet of tags for this as well, and that's where this strip came from. And then the butterflies and flowers across the border. So that was one of the strawberries. Another one was this tag. This was the top of one of their tags, but the tags were only like that tall. And so this is from a Graphic 45. This is from the cut apart, and then this is from the tag. Then I had this one, again from the Graphic 45, something from Dear Julie and Kara Brandon collaboration several years ago. The metals are from Spectrum Art, as are the Vintage Fashion Lady, and then this back paper was from Graphic 45. Then I had this tag, and I used a Hunky Dory Diamond Sparkle for my background. This is one of the fairy stickers. This is from the Graphic 45 and one of their metals. And I have another one. I thought I had another one of those tags in here, but maybe not. Okay, then I made these two. I did 2 pockets with pull-outs, and so this one had the pom-pom fringe. This was with one of the cut-aparts, again with the Vintage Fashions, and then this pulled out, and this was all from that Dear Julie collab with Kara Brandon. And then I had this one. This one was a smaller tag. This was tore out from one of the cut-aparts. This was from one of the tags. And again, all of the Dear Julie stuff here. Then I did the purple. And I used a Bridal Fashionista, or Vintage Fashion, put an applique behind it, so it almost looks like she's got a halo flower or something. As well as the Italian braid trim. This was from Prima, and so were the papers that I did the tags with. So it's a 4-pocket, and I have a tag on the front. I have 2 tags and pockets in the middle, and then another one on the back. This one says, your wings already exist, all you have to do is fly. You were always meant to fly, and on the back, let your spirit soar. And those were all from the same Prima pad. So that's going to do all of my challenges from the Spectrum Art Creations and Friends May Challenge. Lots of cool things to play with from the products that they offer. I absolutely love playing in Spectrum Art Creations challenges. Sometimes I'm last minute. I try not to be. So there we go. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. I will be back here on Monday with an All Things Altered. And remember that we have the live sale this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the Spectrum Art Creations links are in the description box below. I hope you'll come join us. We have so much fun. Games, free prizes, you name it, they offer it. Now, I will not be in the chat long today. I'll go in and put my thumb up and say hi to everybody, but then I am spending the day writing. I'm trying desperately to get this book done, and I've not worked on it as hard as I should have been lately. So that's where I will be tomorrow, but I hope you will drop in and say hello, and if nothing else, just get to know everybody and see how things run on Saturdays, because they're really a lot of fun. Remember to like, to share, and subscribe, and I will see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend and creative blessings.